Hello and welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about the average function. Whether you're a student trying to calculate your grade point average or data analyze, looking forward to find the mean or set of number, understanding the average function is the key tool in the many different fields. Firstly, let's define what you mean by average function. Simply, put, the average function is a mathematical formula that calculates the central value of a set of numbers. This central value also known as the mean. To calculate the mean of set of numbers, you add up all the numbers in the set and then divide it by the total number or number of in the set. For example, if you have a number that look like here 1 and here 1250, and you now see here, and you would be add all the numbers together, like if I say here sum and use, let me just click on here, it's say the 14 and then divided by the total number. So how many number in the total number of number, and then divided by the total number of the number is 6. So here you can see 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 and 7. Here the find the 2.3, but it doesn't count this one and this one because the average function only counts the numerical word. Okay, if I take out this one, let me just see it, what it come. It's come up 2.8. If I keep the 0, but it still count the numerical. If I take out this one, it doesn't happen anything. Okay, so it's mean it's only count the numerical, but it doesn't count the any text or anything. So I'm gonna show you how can you count it. So for this reason, we use another formula. It's called the average A. Let me do the average A and average. If I say then first one, it says the value. So I'm select this value. So what I'm gonna do, use pause it, then hit on the enter. Now you can see is the same. But when I click over here with like something, so it's count the also the set. Okay, so the difference of the average and the average, it's we can say that the count and the numerical, but the average is also count the text. Okay, so I'm gonna show you another example. Go to the example. Here you can see, here is the name, here is the sum value. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you the average. So equal, then say average A, and just count it all and click on and close it. Then it say the here. But if I use the average and then let me just close it, hit on the enter. Now you can see is that different. Okay, you can understand the difference of the average and average. Okay, then I'm gonna discuss about the another example. So it's called the average. If so, I'm gonna use here the average if example. I'm giving the example. It's where it says that I'm already emit is the average if, and it say the range is, keep the range is this one. Then what is the criteria? Is the criteria in here? I already made it to say that D1, and the average range is come up here. Hit on the enter. Let me do with the right. It so average if, then close it. It say the range. So I'm gonna use this range. Then use the criteria. This criteria I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use the criteria banana, or I can just use the basic, right? So I'm gonna show you. Just close it, then average range. So now I use the average range, this one, and close it. Then hit on the enter. Now you can see it's get the same answer. So I can do with the another example. If I say the average if, then first one, then say this one, and criteria if I say the apple is before that, and apple inverted, then use the average range, this one, and close it. Now you can see is the 6. Why 6? Because say the apple 1, 2 and 3, and we can count 4 here. It's come up the 6. Okay. The next one, I'm gonna use the if function. So this is the cell, but if function is you can use. How can you do it? Like if I gonna use, like if I insert the another column, and if I say like this is the kind of A and B and C, and this is the D, kind say use the E. Let me just do it F. Okay. Then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use the if function. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna write just average ifs. Then first of all, then you see the average range. So I'm gonna use this average range. Then comma. Then you select this criteria range. This one. Then it say the criteria 1. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use this criteria like here. It's this column for criteria. Then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use the criteria lens 2. So I'm use this one. Then use the criteria 1, the criteria 2. So let me just choose this one and close it. Then hit on the enter. Now you can see the answer is same there, right? So I'm looking for banana. If the banana also it's come up from here, it's only find what this one, but it doesn't find the next one because it has the F. So if I use like A, then let me see what will come. So it's come up the 8. If I change this one like this, so it's changed the number. Okay. And if I change the different one, like if I say the apple, so let me come. So it's come up nothing is here. Then you can just use like this D. So it's come up the 10. It doesn't have anything. Like if I say the 0, it said that. So you can now understand the if and its functions very easily. So how can you see? So now that we have talked about the average function, is the why is useful. The average function is a function useful for summarizing large sets of numerical data. It's allow us to calculate the central value. Sets, say for example numbers, it can help identify where we need to focus our attention. However, it's important to keep in mind that the mean affected by all charts. So it's important to use the other measures, so central tendency as well. That's it for today's video on average function.